Hey guys, this is Eric from the Auto Venture, and I'm just heading back to my house now. But last night I was doing some research on my Manheim app. It's the dealer application, or I guess the website you can go to, where it's like an eBay for car dealers, so we can search by vehicle for things that we're looking for. And I'm starting to do a lot more research on like hybrids and specifically electric vehicles, and there aren't a lot of great options out there that I saw. The best that I've come across so far, at least in my opinion, have been like the Chevy Bolts and the Chevy Volts. The Priuses have been out there for a while, and I'm looking to add something a little bit different to the car lot. I'm really into the Teslas, but they're also not within everyone's budget, so I want to have a couple kind of secondary options that I have firsthand experience with, and I'm looking to purchase a few in the next couple weeks and want to do as much research as I can. So I'll show you my setup that I have at my house and how I charge, and if anyone's out there that's familiar with them, I'd appreciate you reaching out or sending me a message to let me know what your experience has been so far, if you've had any issues with the batteries or what the warranty's been like or how it's been for a road trip. It's all useful information without me having to actually purchase each individual one of these vehicles. I was a little surprised last night. I was looking at some really new, like 2017 or 18 Fiat 500s, which are all electric, but their total estimated range was still like under 100 miles, which is really, even for someone like me that doesn't drive too far usually, 100 miles on an electric vehicle isn't a lot of range. Even me, that would make me a little bit anxious, and I'm pretty relaxed with the amount of miles I leave for a trip. If it says I need 50 miles and I have 65 or something like that, I'm pretty okay with it. But I also think that I know there are backup options where I can go to either a secondary charger that's at a hotel, or I can go to a supercharger that's nearby and kind of solve my problem, where with these other vehicles you have some secondary charging stations, but I'm just not as familiar with it. So I'm learning as I go, but I'm about to pull into my house here and I'll show you my setup and how I charge. So here's my setup with the Tesla. It's pretty simple. You just hit this little lightning bolt on the top, and I'll charge it even though it doesn't really need it right now. It's at 101 miles, and you open the charge port and you'll see the charge port's already open. I have mine coming right off of my panel, and I just plug this in. And then charge, and you'll see the car start up and begin to charge. The rate of charge I get usually at the house is about 27, 28 miles per hour. So you'll see this go to 40 amps, 243 volts, and it's at 27, 28 miles per hour right now. So this will take right now to get to, that's probably 60%, 65% state of charge. It'll take 2.5 hours. So you can see that for everyday charging, if you're just doing your normal commute to work and back, the charging at your house for 28 miles per hour on a full charge for a vehicle like this would take maybe 10 hours, and that's if you're completely dead, which you would never really run it down to zero. And that's also if you're charging it up to 100%, which also isn't something that's very common unless you're going on a road trip. And so it's really been useful for me, but I read online that, to charge on a 110 outlet at your house with even one of those Fiat 500s, it takes like 3 days to completely charge the car. So, obviously I have it's like a dryer plug hookup for mine, which would make it charge faster, but just looking for secondary options that aren't Teslas, that I can kind of expand to. So if anyone's out there that's driving electric now that isn't a Tesla, let me know what you're using, how you like it, and I appreciate the information. You can, again, message me or comment on here, or you can send me a text message directly to me. The number is 386-481-4545. And it's 386-481-4545. I hope to hear from someone, but hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.